Hello, friends. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Today, we're going to continue our recorded lessons. And before we dive into the material, I want to highlight something. You probably noticed that our weekly meetings, has been limited to 2 classes a week. We're only meeting on Tuesday and on Thursday. So today's your Thursday class. The next time I'll see you, that's going to be on Tuesday. And I really do mean see you because our next meeting is going to be Zoom meeting, which I'm going to talk about later on at the end of this recorded message. Um, Before I forget, and I probably will forget by the time, so I'm going to say it now. If you find these videos are useful, subscribe to this channel to Kiva Academy. Every time I'm uh, posting some video for you, you'll get alerts. For you guys, of course, it's again Tuesday and Thursday, and that way you won't forget, you won't miss out anything, and you know exactly what you need to do and when you need to do it. And I highly recommend to keep a right order for that. Okay, so after that being said and done, let's jump into our material. Last time we talked about we're talking about Israel. Remember the title, Israel, it's complicated, looks somewhat like this. Well, it is complicated. And on our first video, in our first class, we talked about the introduction to the book. Today, we're going to dive in a little bit deeper and see what's so complicated about it. What's the issue? We got a little bit teeny tiny taste of the issue of Israel on the first assignment in the introduction, if you remember, with the name of those territories. How do we call those? Um, West Bank, uh, occupied lands, Judah and Samaria. What is the right name for this area? So it is complicated. And today, before we start anything, before we're going to start talking about Israel, I want you to imagine for a second that you are 10 years older. I imagine most of you are somewhere in the age of 11, 12, 13, maybe. Let's say you're 22 years old, okay? We're jumping into the future. You're 22 years old. You're just done with college, and you're lucky enough to find a job right after graduating from college. Congratulations, friends. After you're done with that, you're getting to your first real job. I'm talking about a big corporate uh, workplace, okay, big company, and you go into the building and you're super nervous and you're super excited and you go say hi to the guy, to the person in the front desk, and you meet the boss of the boss of the boss and the CEO of the company, and you meet the people you're going to work with, and you meet your team and your immediate, and you meet everybody, and it's wonderful, and everybody is super friendly for you with you, and it's amazing. The first day is over. That was nice. That was good. It was a good first day. I'm so happy. You come in there every day for the next week. But after the week is ended, you sit at home over the weekend. It's a Saturday morning. You're thinking about your week, and suddenly something comes to mind. I'm the only one there that is fill in the blanks, male or female. I'm the only one there, isn't it? Well, I never thought about it before. What I want you to do, guys, I want you to write down here, okay? Please write out filling in those lines in your packets. How does that make you? What do you think? It's a hard question to write about. But what do you think you might feel in that kind of situation? You work in a workplace, big company, and if you're a woman, everybody around you are male, and if you're a guy, everybody around you are girls, are women. How does that make you feel? Please write it down in the packet. Now, again, you can freeze me at any time, so just going to move on, no, so we won't waste time. Some of you might have written that, yeah, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me at all. That doesn't impact me whatsoever. Some of you may have written different things. I got to tell you that for me, the first time I got my real job, I worked at a school. Surprise, surprise. And the first school I ever worked in Israel, everybody, and I really do mean everybody, were women. All of them, all the people around me. All the teachers were teachers. The principal that were women. I'm sorry. The principal was a woman. In Israel we have someone at the front gate to the school. We have gates all around the school. And the person who was sitting there, she was also a woman. Everybody around me, woman. And I remember the first few times I don't care. I didn't really notice. But after a while, that feels kind of strange. There isn't a single guy around here other than me. I don't know. It felt kind of weird. I can't even explain why, but it just did. It just felt weird. Now, when I first came to Akiva, for instance, the only guy I met was Mr. Sigler. He was the only teacher there. Later on, I get to meet other people, and of course, granted, in Akiva, most of the teachers are female, but um, other than Mr. Sigler, we don't have a lot of other male. We have Colin, but that's pretty much it. Now, um, so I just wanted to share. For me, it was weird working in a place like that. You're going to see why I asked you that fairly quickly. But now I would like to ask you, open your books, please, and please read page 10. Page 10 is this page, the one with the airplane, okay? And after you're done reading the whole thing, I want you to take a look, please, at the pictures. Just take a look at the pictures in page 11 and in page 10, okay? Take a look. They got a bunch of people there. And I want you to write down in your packets everything you notice in those pictures. We got 3 or 4 different pictures, 3 different pictures. I want you to write down everything that you see on those pictures. Be specific about the people, okay? What do you notice about the people in the video, in the pictures? I'm gonna wait for you. Okay, freeze me if you didn't fill in everything. Based on what those people are wearing, look at them. The boys are walking here on this picture, and the women that are here, and this one, those 2 girls, and these ladies over here. Based on what they're wearing, what do you guess? What can you tell me about those people? What are they like? What can we extract from those pictures, from what they're wearing, from what we can see about them? Please write down, what do you think? Build a story maybe around them. Okay, go ahead, do it now. Done? Perfect. Now, the third thing I want you to do, the third assignment maybe. You probably know that clothing give us maybe a clue about a person, but they don't really tell us what that person like to do in their spare time. They can't tell us what is the opinion of that person, what he or she loves to do, anything like that. It's clothing doesn't give us that message. Okay. Now I want you to picture that you are on an interview. You can interview any one of those characters you see, any one of those people. And I want you to think of 3 good questions you would like to ask them. Don't ask them, what is your name? That's not a profound question. I want you to think about meaningful questions, and please write it down right here. 1, 2, 3. Write down. Think of those questions and write it down right here, please. After you're done doing that, do me a favor and move to page 12. You can read those page, but now I have some special assignment for you. You see, this is page 12, the Jewish homeland. I would like to ask each and every one of you guys, please read those questions, but don't write it down. Don't write the answers anywhere. Just think about the answers for yourself. These are meaningful questions, I think, and each person should ask themselves. So go ahead, read those questions and think about the answer for yourself. Now, if you're following the packets that I've given you, okay, you should be here. You can't see it. My camera is a bit blurry, so I'm going to read to you on the line that I'm talking about. I want you to read, after that. Answer the question on page 12 and write your script. Now, this assignment, it's important. You have to write a script. And I can't remember if every page that I've printed you, if you have something in the back side. If you don't have anything on the back side, please write it here. If you have something written down, grab a notebook paper. Just make sure it's neat without those scribbly edges to it, because it's not easy to read. Make sure you have your name on it, and please write down what you think. Write down that script according to the assignment on page 12. You need to read the entire page, and you have here an assignment about writing a script. I want you to write it down according to the assignment, step 1 of coming home. Okay? Go ahead, do it now, Again, you can freeze me. So got a script. Wonderful. Question number 4, for that matter, is what emotion did the character in your script feel? Okay, what emotions? So you can write a bunch of emotions here. Anything that you would write would be acceptable, but it has to have some kind of a connection to the script that you've written. If you're writing about someone who misses his mother because he haven't seen her in a while, don't write down that he feels uh, anger, because that doesn't really relate. Okay, sadness, I don't know, anything like that might. So make sure that the emotions are in a way connected to the script. Okay, it has something to do with the script. I trust your judgment. After you're done with that, move on to page 13. That is page 13. Now, you have a video here on page 13. You have a link. I want you to type it down, watch it, get into Google and type down those words. It's bhlink.me/Israeli. Israel1. Israel1. Watch that video, please. And after you're done watching the video, question number 5 asks you, what do you think the Maccabees are feeling when they are in Israel? What do you think the Maccabees feeling when they are in Israel? Question number 6, what do you think they feel that way? Question number 7, what emotions do the Maccabees share with the character in your script? We are combining the two assignments. So you wrote a script about a character and how they feel and blah, blah, blah. Then you saw a video and you answered a couple of questions about that video. Now I want you to merge those two assignments. How they feel and how your character felt, okay? What emotions they share. Think about that before you answer. Maybe you can find some similarities. If you answer that, move on to the next page, please. Question number 8. I'm hoping that by now you have some kind of sense. What is the meaning of the word? What is the meaning of what is home means to you? Okay. And what do you think? The question is, what do you think is the meaning of Jewish homeland for Jewish person? What do you think the meaning of a Jewish homeland for a Jewish person? If you feel Jewish, if you feel related to that, you can ask yourself, what do I feel about Israel, the homeland of the Jewish people? And the more important, guys, is to explain your answer. Don't just write to me, I feel, I don't know, embarrassed, whatever you feel. I feel remotely related, whatever it is that you may feel. I want you to explain why, okay? And then after you're done with that assignment, read on page 13. You got another assignment here, okay? Now, here you have an assignment called debate it, okay? I don't know if you can see it. Debate it. In this assignment, again, you're supposed to pick a partner and each of you get to pick a side. Lucky for you guys, you don't get to pick a partner. You can do it all by yourself. So what I want you to do, they have an argument there, an idea of some sort about Israel being the home of the Jewish people. And I want you to write down one opinion in favor of this notion, of this argument, and one opinion against it, in favor and against, okay? I want you to write down the answer on your pages here. I hope you can see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, yes, no, and then I want you to try and tackle the last question, number 3. Which points made you above? Which points made you above? Sorry. Which points made above do you agree with, or maybe disagree with? What do you relate to more? Okay. That would be the end of our session today. One quick thing. I hope you know me by now. The more important thing is and this question is the why. You can answer here. It's okay. You got tons of space here. Why do you agree with this argument, or why you disagree with this argument? Okay. Make sure to include the why. Super, super important. This is it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's class. Since we are doing all the way till 2 sessions, 2 meetings a week, I'm not gonna see you tomorrow on Friday, and I won't be seeing you on Monday as well. The next time I'll see you will be on Tuesday. And again, remember Zoom meeting, you have to be there for 7 and 8. I think it's between 11:30 and 12. Again, 11:30 and 12. I will send a link in the emails and in Blooms about the hours and the link in the Zoom meeting so you guys can all log in. Okay. Um, on that meeting, we will have some kind of a quiz just to make sure you're on top of things. Everything taken from the introduction and what we've done so far in chapter one. We'll continue talking about chapter one in this book, in this meeting on Tuesday. I'm sorry, but you'll have to attend. It's You have to. That's it. That's how it goes. I see it as a class to everything that you just have to be part of. Okay. So, with that in mind, I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. And because I won't be seeing you, I'm allowing myself to say Shabbat Shalom. And I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.